Hello children, welcome to e-learning class. This is Kusum Mishra. Today we are going to study chapter 9 of your literature book Man of Science. There are 4 personalities with their name. There are 2 similarities among the 4 of them. First, all of them were renowned scientists and mathematicians, and second, all of them had some form of disability or disorder. These personalities inspire us and they all overcome their disorders and achieved their goals and set an example in front of the world. Let's read about one more personality, Stephen William Hawking. He said, "I'm not afraid of death, but I am in no hurry to die. I have so much I want to do first." Because in 1963, Hawking was diagnosed with motor neuron disease and the doctors predicted that he had about 2 years to live. He was a great scientist and an extraordinary man whose work and legacy will live on for many years. His courage and determination, with his brilliance and humor, inspired people across the world. The most recognizable scientist of our age, Hawking holds an iconic status. Hawking was born in Oxford into a family of doctors on 8 January 1942. His father's name was Frank Hawking and mother's name was Isabel Hawking. His father was a medical researcher and mother a medical research secretary. He graduated in 1962 and joined Trinity Hall, Cambridge for PhD in cosmology. He obtained his PhD degree in applied mathematics and theoretical physics, specializing in general relativity and cosmology in March 1966. He got married with Jane Wyde in 14 July 1965 at the age of 23. Despite the lack of approval from Hawking's parents. By late 1960, he had lost his ability to write. He found a way of visualizing problems in his mind and working out their solution. That time he was working on the idea of black holes. Hawking proved that the Big Bang really happened. This was a significant achievement in cosmology. Using the two theories together, Hawking also determined that black holes are not totally dark but instead emit radiation. He predicated that following the Big Bang, black holes as tiny as protons were created, governed by both general relativity and quantum mechanics. This effect is now known as Hawking radiation. In 1979, at the age of 37, he was appointed the Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at Cambridge. On the visit of Geneva in 1985, he suffered with severe pneumonia. After surgery, his life was saved, but he completely lost his speech ability. After the loss of his speech, he was able to communicate through a speech generating device, initially through use of a handled switch and eventually by using a single cheek muscle. This was a speak synthesizer. The physicist and cosmologist who has motor neuron disease which severely limits his motions has managed to write dozens of books and give lectures and speeches on the global stage. A Brief History of Time from the Big Bang to Black Holes is a popular science book on cosmology by Hawking. It was the first published in 1988. Hawking wrote the book for readers without prior knowledge of physics, and it remained a bestseller for 4 years. It was translated into 35 languages. This book turned him into a celebrity. The scientist gained popularity outside the academic world and appeared in several TV shows. The 2014 movie Theory of Everything documented the life of this great man. Hawking became a popular icon among the masses. At the age of 67, Hawking stepped down from the post of Lucasson Professor of Mathematics. However, he kept doing what he did best, thinking. He was the director of research at the University of Cambridge at the time of his death in 14th March 2018. Professor Tom, professor of disability research of Norwich Medical School, said on Twitter that as well as Stephen's brilliant career in physics, he had applied himself to the disability rights struggle time and again and always challenged assumptions. He added, Stephen Hawking showed that you could make stride even if you could not walk, that you could have a powerful voice even if you could not talk. Professor Hawking never took one day on his life for granted. The good, the bad, and the ugly, he woke up each morning and just went for it. He said, be curious, and however difficult life you seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. Children, I am leaving you with some more facts of this great scientist. Thank you.